organizing a wonderful event ahead, that is the national level online coaching for plant sciences, especially botany, PG, entrance coaching, and all the competitive exams related to our plant sciences like horticulture, forestry, agronomy, and even though all universities, central and state universities also. So this event is going to organized by with the collaboration with the prestigious institutions, SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar, and one of the prestigious autonomous college in Hyderabad, that is RBVRR Women's College, Hyderabad. So this great event has suggested by our respected Honorable Chair, Sri Mallaram Srinivas Reddy Garu in our college. So just because of his continuous support and encouragement, his suggestion, we are going to plan for conducting this national level online coaching. So we are very happy for this prestigious and also the extremely the experienced and what we can say that the eminent personalities, the three colleges principals, SRR College, Dr. Kalvakunta Ramakrishna Sir Garu, and Government Degree College for Women, Jagitya, Sri M. Srinivas Reddy Garu, RBVRR Women's College, Hyderabad, Dr. J. Achyuta Devi Madam Garu. So with the cooperation of our college's principals and the eminent resource persons of our today's event, that is national level e-online coaching, we will going to succeed just because of her eminent experience and huge experience related to this event. So I would like to invite today's coordinator, today's program coordinator, Dr. Kavita Akula Madam Garu, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, RBVRR Women's College, Hyderabad. Please, Madam. And
yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you for welcoming me, sir.
And also, I wholeheartedly welcome today's keynote speaker, eminent keynote speaker, Professor B. Vidyavardhini Madam Garu. Just a single message, Madam, her huge experience and her kind-heartedness, we never forgettable. We wholeheartedly welcoming to today's event our eminent keynote speaker, Professor B. Vidyavardhini Madam Garu, Head Department of Botany, Telangana University, and also the Chairperson Board of Studies, Department of Botany, Shatavahan University, Karimnagar. Please welcome Madam, and Kavita Garu, over to you.
Kavita ma'am, Madam joined, keep co-host. Principal ma'am joined Kavita.
Amma honey.
Okay. I'm just
RBVRR co-host.
Yeah.
Okay, Kavita Madam Garu, we'll start the end.
Yes, sir. So, Principal RBVRR WC, Madam Principal ni co-host change.
Okay, honey.
Principal RBVRR WC.
Honey, RBVRR WC undi. Adi okkasari.
Okay, sir.
Right. Madam, please you start the session.
Okay, sir. Good morning to one and all. I, Dr. A. Kavita, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, RBVRR Women's College, extend a warm welcome to all the dignitaries and the participants for the inaugural session of national level online coaching for competitive exams and PG entrance of plant sciences botany subject in collaborative association with Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, and RBVRR Women's College Autonomous, Narayanguda, Hyderabad. We'll begin the session with a prayer song by Shyamala Chella, FNBC second year, RBVRR Women's College. Over to you, Shyamala.
Thank you, ma'am. Gajananam Bhutaganadhisevitam Kapithajambho Phalasarabhakshanam Umasutam शोकविनाश कारणं नमामि नमामि विघ्नेश्वर पादपङ्कजम् मातृदेवो भव पितृदेवो भव आचार्यदेवो भव अतिथिदेवो भव गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णुः गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः गुरुर्साक्षात् परब्रह्म तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Shamla, for your wonderful prayer song of the beginning of this inaugural session. Now I cordially invite M. Srinivas Reddy Garu, Principal, Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, to address the gathering. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, madam. Welcome to one and all the dignitaries on this auspicious occasion of inaugural ceremony of national level online coaching for plant sciences in botany subject for PG and all competitive exams. Respected patron, Dr. J. Achita Devi Garu, Principal, RBVR, Women's Degree College, Hyderabad. Today's chief guest and patron, Dr. Kalvakunta Ramakrishna Garu, Principal, SRRGAC Karimnagar. Our Vice Principal, Dr. Basu Sultana Madam Garu. Our IQAC, Dr. Harjot Kaur Garu, and HODs of all the three colleges, Padala Tirupati Garu, Dr. G. Chandraya Garu, and Dr. Alur Rajani Garu. Really, this is an amazing and wonderful activity. Today, we all are initiating, just like Kaliya Triveni Sangamam, a triangular joint venture to nurture the students in plant sciences. And respected keynote speaker, Professor Vijaya Vardhani Garu, HOD, Dean CDC, Telangana University, and resource persons, Dr. A. Kavita Garu, Dr. M. Tirumala Garu, Dr. G. Prabhakar Garu, Dr. C.H. Chandrasekhar Garu, Dr. A. Madhuri Garu. Really, this is a kind of program, very innovative and exemplary. I appreciate principal of both our colleges, SRRGAC Karimnagar and RBUR Women's Degree College, Hyderabad, for accepting our invitation and coordinating with us and joining in our venture. I appreciate all the HODs, Dr. Padala Tirupati Garu, Dr. Chandraya Garu, Dr. Kavita Garu, for initiating this wonderful program to impart a great experience, sharing of knowledge and state-of-the-art learning resources to provide our UG students for PG coaching, PG entrance coaching, and all the competitive exams. And I wish you all the best for the students to gain their such wide knowledge, wide awareness in their subject. And I thankful to our principals, respected principals of SRRGAC and RBVR Women's Degree College, and all the HODs of botany of the colleges. And I expect more initiatives, more such kind of programs from other departments also. Together we create wonders. Really, this is a good program, and our teaching capacity and learning aptitude, learning awareness of the students will be enriched, and the benefit to this program, like these programs, the beneficiaries are our faculty and all the students. And I wish you all success for this program. And thank you, one and all. Over to Kavita Madam. Thank you, Madam.
Thank you very much, sir, for your enlightened words. Now I welcome our respected Principal Ma'am, Dr. J. Achita Devi Ma'am, RBVRR Women's College, Narayanguda, Hyderabad, to speak few words on this inaugural session. Over to you, Madam.
Thank you, Kavita. Good morning, everyone. Respected Sudarshan Reddy sir, Secretary cum Correspondent, RBVRR Women's College, and respected Principal, Government Degree College, Jagityal, and respected Principal, SRR JAC College, Khammam, and today's chief guest, Ramakrishna Garu, and keynote speaker, Vidyavardhini Garu, and other dignitaries. First of all, I congratulate all the persons who initiated and started this program. Competitive exams will enhance the skills of understanding the application of concepts which is required in a broader context. Exams develop intellectual quotient, intelligence quotient, logical thinking, and analytical thinking. The entrance exams has various scopes since it provide chance of forming well-built educational foundation in present competitive market. The main purpose of conducting entrance examinations is to judge the student ability and sharpness. After completion of a degree, in the present competitive world, the student will not able to get any job and the life of the student stops. So they have to prepare for the entrance examinations or other competitive examinations, and they have to write the examinations. That is very, very important. For that, especially for the students who are hailing from rural areas, needs more coaching. Because the students which are hailing from rural area are first generation students. They are pursuing the study. They are the first generation students. That is why they need more coaching than the other students. And one more thing I likely to tell is the students who are pursuing their degree in their mother tongue, they have more chances to get the ranks in entrance examinations. So if they do hard work, they will definitely get seat in MSc and other entrance examinations. That is why taking coaching is must. It will sharp their brains, and that is why they have to take coaching for the chosen subject. It is a good initiative. It will be benefit all the students. So I congratulate once again all the persons, especially both colleges principals. Thank you, sir. Thank you for giving this opportunity.
Thank you, Madam. Thank you for your oversight on this entrance coaching for our students and also for the Government Degree College, for your continuous encouragement and support. Thank you very much, sir, ma'am. Now I invite, excuse me, sir, Tirupati sir, Sudarshan Reddy sir join ayyaru. Sir ni koncham co-host cheyara.
Amma honey.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Sudarshan Reddy sir, Professor Sudarshan Reddy sir.
Yeah, now I request our Honorary Secretary cum Correspondent, Professor Sudarshan Reddy sir, to address the gathering of this inaugural session. Over to you, sir.
Yeah, good morning, everybody.
Good morning, sir.
Let me at the outset apologize for joining a little late because there was some technical issue and this passcode was again and again is saying it was incorrect passcode. Anyway, I tried and I'm right now using somebody's mobile. In fact, taking into account Rajani's enthusiasm. I just wanted to skip because of this technical problem, but she insisted that I should be there. I thank her for that, and this is a wonderful initiative. I congratulate the principal of SRR Government Degree group, the Government Degree College for Women Jagityal and its principal and its botany head Tirupati Garu and Chandraya Garu of SRR Government Degree College and Dr. Ramakrishna, principal of SRR Government Degree College, because good number of my friends, my campus friends, my batchmates worked there and retired. So, and also our own principal, Achita Devi Garu. And this is, and sometime back, I think in the month of February or March, we had a discussion with heads of department of our own college. And I wanted some of them to initiate this process of coaching for the final year students for the forthcoming PG programs of couple of universities, including Osmania University. Somehow, because of the teaching pressure, it did not materialize. And some of the enthusiastic heads and faculty, in fact, the MBA faculty and its director started ISET coaching right earnestly, and others dilly-dallied, and Rajani, I think 1 week back, came to me and said they are initiating this coaching program, not only for entrance examinations, but also for the forthcoming competitive exams conducted by the TSPSC and other agencies. And this is good because anyway, this time entrances will certainly delayed because of the last academic year for for PG program started very, very late, and hence there is some time now, at least 45 to 50 days of time is available, and I think it's I think sufficient for the for this initiative. Professor Vidya Vardhani, Dean, Faculty of Science, Chatavahana University is with us.
Sir, you are not audible, sir.
Kavita, some network issues are there in our college, I think.
Okay, madam.
Yeah, next member.
Yeah.
Next,
Thank you, Sudarshan Reddy, sir.
Next, Madam Ji, Kavita Madam,
Now,
please.
Now I
Vice
invite.
Principal Dr. Masroor Sultana Madam.
Now I invite respected Dr. Masroor Sultana Ma'am, Vice Principal, Government Degree College for Women, Jagitial, to address the gathering. Over to you, ma'am.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Thank you very much. Am I audible, ma'am?
Yeah, you are.
Yes, ma'am, you are audible.
Okay, thank you.
Madam,
Honorable,
if you don't mind, phone ఇలా తిప్పి పెట్టుకుంటే ఇంకా బాగుంటుంది. Yeah, okay, madam, please you.
okay, sir, thank you. Honorable Chief Guest of today's inaugural session, Sri Dr. K. Ramakrishna, sir, Principal of SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar. Srimati J. Achyuta Devi, ma'am, Principal of RBVRR Women's College, Hyderabad. Sri M. Srinivas Reddy, sir, Principal of our college, Government Degree College for Women, Jagitial. Keynote speaker, Professor B. Vidyavardhani, ma'am, Head Department of Botany, Dean CDC, Telangana University, Chairperson, BOS Botany, Shatavahana University, Karimnagar. IPSC Coordinator of our college, Harjot Kaur, madam, conveners, resource persons from different degree colleges, participants, and my dear students. Good morning, everybody. I extend to you all a warm welcome to this inaugural session of national level online coaching for plant sciences for all competitive exams and PG entrance, organized by the Department of Botany of Government Degree College, Women's, Jagitial, in association with the Department of Botany of SRR Karimnagar and RBVRR Hyderabad. At the outset, I appreciate and congratulate all the conveners and organizers for taking this wonderful initiative. It is a really useful program and need of the hour. As in today's competitive world, students need to appear for multiple entrance exams in order to get admissions in the prestigious institutions of their choice. These type of coaching classes can help students preparing for these examinations in an effective manner. In this connection, this is a great program. I express my gratitude towards both the renowned colleges for collaborating with us and expect the same cooperation in the future also. And my dear students, as the proverb says, where there is a will, there is a way. When the COVID-19 pandemic shut down traditional classroom teaching globally, the digital platforms are providing you with numerous opportunities to reach your destination smoothly. But remember one thing, success is where preparation and opportunity meet. So this is your golden opportunity, my dear students. Utilize it to work hard for excellence. But excellence is never an accident. It is the result of hard work. So go forward, work hard, and attain excellence. The kind of excellence that will make your dreams a reality. All the best, my dear students, and thank you very much. Over to ma'am, Kavita.
Yeah, thank you so much, madam. Now I invite Tirupati sir to welcome today's honorable chief guest and introduce Dr. K. Ramakrishna Garu to the audience. Over to you, Tirupati sir.
Okay, thank you very much, madam. This is a very great honor to me for introducing today's chief guest, Dr. Kalvakunta Ramakrishna Garu, one of the prestigious institution, SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar, principal, and Sir is very experienced and one second, madam. ఓకే, సారు మాతృభాషలో మరి అధ్యాపకులుగా వారు ఉన్నారు. ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతము కరీంనగర్ SRR గవర్నమెంట్ ప్రభుత్వ కళాశాలలో వారు ప్రిన్సిపాల్గా పనిచేస్తున్నారు. వీరు 1970 నవంబర్ 10న కృష్ణమాచార్య గోపాల రుక్మిణమ్మ దంపతులకు జన్మించినటువంటి తెలంగాణ ఆనిముత్యం శ్రీ కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు. ప్రముఖ కవి, రచయిత, రాష్ట్రపతి పురస్కార గ్రహీత, ప్రిన్సిపల్ SRR ప్రభుత్వ ఆర్ట్స్ అండ్ సైన్స్ కళాశాల కరీంనగర్. అంతేకాకుండా వీరు కరీంనగర్ శాతవాహన విశ్వవిద్యాలయంలో పాలక మండలి సభ్యులుగా కూడా ఉన్నారు. ఉస్మానియా విశ్వవిద్యాలయంలో తెలుగులో MA చేసి 4 స్వర్ణ పతకాలను కైవసం చేసుకొని ఆర్ట్స్ విభాగంలోనూ వీరు ప్రథమ స్థానాన్ని సంపాదించి రికార్డు సృష్టించారు. ఆ తర్వాత హైదరాబాద్ సెంట్రల్ యూనివర్సిటీ, హైదరాబాద్ కేంద్రీయ విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుంచి కొత్త గోదావరి పరిశీలన అనే అంశంపై పరిశోధన చేసి MPhil చేసి ప్రథమ స్థానాన్ని కూడా పొందారు. ఉస్మానియా విశ్వవిద్యాలయం నుండి పాటిబండ మాధవ శర్మ గారి రచనలపై పరిశోధన చేసి PhD పట్టా పొందారు. సాహితీ సవ్యచ పేరుగాంచిన కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు నిత్య సాహిత్యాన్వేషి. చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి సాహిత్య సృజన కలిగిన వారు. ప్రతి అక్షరం ప్రజాపక్షం అంటారు వారు. సాహిత్యంలో యువతకు కొత్త ఒరవడి దిద్దిన అక్షర ప్రియుడు మన గౌరవనీయులు కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు. నాటక రంగంతో పాటు కవిత్వంలో అనేక బహుమతులు పొందారు. సాహిత్య సేవలో సామాజిక నేపథ్యమే బలమైందని, తెలుగు సాహిత్యంపై ప్రపంచీకరణ ప్రభావం అనే వ్యాసంలో తాను విపులీకరించిన విషయం చాలా నచ్చిందంటారు. సరస్వతి శతకం, అక్షర దీపాలు, ప్రేమ నా చిరునామా, మా నేటి కవిత, శాతవాహన కవిత, కల్వకుంట నాణేలు సాహిత్యంతో తన రచనల్లో కొత్త సాహిత్యం, సాంస్కృతిక, సామాజిక సేవా రంగాల్లో విశేష కృషిని అందజేస్తూ జాతీయ యువ సేవ పథకం ద్వారా విద్యార్థుల్లో సేవా స్ఫూర్తిని నింపుతూ రాష్ట్రపతి పురస్కారంతో పాటు ఎన్నో అవార్డులు, రివార్డులు దక్కించుకున్నారు. యూనివర్సిటీ ఆఫ్ సౌత్ అమెరికా నుంచి గౌరవ డాక్టరేట్ పొందిన వారు ఈనాటి మన చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ గౌరవనీయులు డాక్టర్ కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు. తెలంగాణ ఆదికవి పాల్కురికి సోమన బసవ పురాణం పదకోశ సంకలనం రూపకల్పనలో వీరు సభ్యులుగాను, తెలంగాణ రాష్ట్రంలో నూతన ఇంటర్మీడియట్ తెలుగు పాఠ్య పుస్తకం రచయితగా, డిగ్రీ స్థాయి పాఠ్య ప్రణాళిక మండలి సభ్యులుగా, అదేవిధంగా మా నేటి కవితాగానం జిల్లా జోనల్ యువతరంగం పోటీలు సమన్వయకర్తగా కూడా పనిచేశారు. బహుముఖ ప్రజ్ఞాశాలి అయిన కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు 300 ఏళ్ల నాటి తాళపత్ర గంధాలు సేకరించి జాతీయ రాతప్రతుల సర్వే అధికారికి అప్పజెప్పడం మరో అత్యున్నతమైనటువంటి విశేషం. తెలుగుపై మమకారంతో తెలుగు విశిష్టతను, తెలుగు అమలు గురించి అనేక ప్రసంగాల్లో ప్రసంగించి తెలుగు పీఠాలు స్థాపించాలనేటువంటి ఒక గొప్పనైనటువంటి ఒక వాగ్ధాటి కలిగినటువంటి మన ముఖ్య అతిథి గౌరవనీయులు కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారి గురించి కొన్ని విశేషాలు తెలుసుకుందాం. వారు వృత్తి ప్రిన్సిపాల్ గా SRR కళాశాలలో పనిచేస్తున్నారు. ప్రవృత్తి సాహిత్యాధ్యయనం, బోధన, విమర్శ, సాహిత్య సంస్కృతి, సేవా కార్యక్రమాల నిర్వహణ, కవిత్వ రచన. వైవాహిక జీవితాన్ని చూసినప్పుడు వీరి సతీమణి శ్రీ లక్ష్మీ భార్గవి గారు, వీరికి పిల్లలు 2 అమ్మాయిలు, దీపిక, సాత్విక. మరి సాహిత్య రంగంలో ఎలా ప్రవేశించారని అడిగినప్పుడు వాళ్ళ నాన్నగారు మన గౌరవనీయులు సుప్రసిద్ధ కవి, శతకకర్త, రచయిత. బాల్యం నుంచే సాహిత్య వాతావరణం ఉంది. విద్యార్థి దశలో గురువులు మురళీ మోహనాచార్యులు, సముద్రాల సీతారామాచార్యులు, డాక్టర్ అందే వెంకటరాజం గారుల ప్రభావంతో 8వ తరగతి కవిత్వ రచన ప్రారంభించినటువంటి గొప్ప సాహితీ ప్రియులు. డిగ్రీలో సరస్వతి శతకం రచించారు. విశ్వవిద్యాలయ స్థాయిలో ఆచార్య N. గోపి వారికి ఆదర్శనీయులు అని చెప్తారు మన గురువర్యులు. మరి వీరు వచ్చినప్పుడు శ్రీ వాసర సరస్వతి శతకం పద్య కవిత్వం, అక్షర ద్వీపాలు, ప్రేమ నా చిరునామా, సాహిత్యం, ఆలోకన, హరితయాత్ర, ఆదర్శం, దర్శనం, అమృతమూర్తి, మా నేటి కవిత, కల్వకుంట నాణీలు, కరోనా నాణీలు ప్రచురణలో ఇవన్నీ కూడా ముఖ్యమైనటువంటి రచనలు. అంతేకాకుండా వీరికి లభించినటువంటి పురస్కారాలు చూసినప్పుడు జాతీయ స్థాయిలో అత్యుత్తమ సేవా పురస్కారం భారత రాష్ట్రపతి ప్రణబ్ ముఖర్జీ గారి చేతుల మీదుగా 2014లో రాష్ట్రపతి భవన్లో వారు అందుకోవడం జీవితంలో మరుపురానిది అని చెప్తారు. 2010లో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ రాష్ట్ర ప్రభుత్వం ఉత్తమ ఉపాధ్యాయ అవార్డు వీరికి అందించింది. ఇంకా పలు అవార్డులు అదేవిధంగా రివార్డులు సొంతం చేసుకున్నటువంటి గౌరవనీయులు కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు మరి కవిగా, రచయితగా, విమర్శకునిగా, సాంస్కృతిక కార్యక్రమాల నిర్వాహకుడిగా అందుకున్నారు. గురజాడ జాతీయ ఉత్తమ సాహితీ పురస్కారం విజయనగరం నుంచి, రాష్ట్ర స్థాయి ఉత్తమ ఎన్ఎస్ఎస్ ప్రోగ్రాం అధికారి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వం నుంచి, రాష్ట్ర స్థాయి ఉత్తమ సాంస్కృతికోత్సవ జోనల్ కోఆర్డినేటర్ ప్రభుత్వ ప్రధాన కార్యదర్శి ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వం నుంచి, భోపాల్ వారి జాతీయ ఉత్తమ కవి పురస్కారం. ఇలా చెప్పుకుంటూ వెళ్తే ఈ రోజు సాయంకాలం వరకు గౌరవనీయులు మరి కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ సార్ గారి గురించి మనము చెప్పుకుంటూ కథలుగా పుస్తకాలు కూడా రాయవచ్చు అనడంలో ఏమాత్రం సందేహం లేదు. అంతేకాకుండా వీరు పాలనా పరంగా కళాశాలను అత్యున్నతమైనటువంటి స్థాయిలో మరి ఉమ్మడి కరీంనగర్ జిల్లాలోనే ఒక పేరెన్నిక కలిగినటువంటి ఒక ప్రెస్టీజియస్ కాలేజీగా చెప్పుకునేటువంటి మనకు ఎస్ఆర్ఆర్ కళాశాల మరి సాహితీ వైభవానికి పెట్టింది పేరు. మరి కవి సామ్రాట్గా చెప్పుకునేటువంటి మరి విశ్వనాథ సత్యనారాయణ గారు పనిచేసినటువంటి కళాశాల. అలాంటి ఆ కళాశాలకి వీరు రథసారథిగా ఉన్నారు, మరి కులపతిగా ఉన్నారు. అలాంటి కళాశాలను ఒక మహోన్నతమైనటువంటి స్థితిలో ఉంచి మరి న్యాక్లో కూడా అత్యున్నతమైనటువంటి గ్రేడ్ను కూడా సాధించారు. ఇప్పుడు ప్రస్తుతము అటానమస్కి వెళ్తున్నటువంటి ఆ కళాశాల అతి త్వరలో కరీంనగర్ జిల్లాలో మరి అటానమస్ కి మరి అర్హత సాధించాలనేటువంటిది ఉద్దేశంతో గౌరవనీయులు కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు అనితరం తన యొక్క బృంద సభ్యులను ప్రోత్సహిస్తూ అందరి సహకారంతో కళాశాలను మరి జిల్లాలో రాష్ట్రంలోనే ముందుంచుతున్నటువంటి మార్గదర్శి మన గురువర్యులు గౌరవనీయులు కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ సార్ గారు ఈనాటి ఈ గొప్ప కార్యక్రమానికి ముఖ్య అతిథిగా విచ్చేసి వారి యొక్క సందేశాన్ని, అమూల్యమైనటువంటి సందేశాన్ని వారి యొక్క మాటల్లో మనం వినడానికి సదా సిద్ధంగా ఉందాం. గురువు గారికి స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం. ఈనాటి కాలాంశానికి కల్వకుంట రామకృష్ణ గారు స్వాగతం, సుస్వాగతం సార్.
సార్ థ్యాంక్ యూ తిరుపతి సార్.
థ్యాంక్ యూ.
నేను కూడా కొంచెం తెలుగులో చెప్దాం అనుకుంటున్నాను సార్. తెలుగు సాహిత్యం అని విన్నాను. సారీ సార్, నేను ఏమన్నా తప్పుగా మాట్లాడితే నేను క్షమించండి. మా తరఫున ఆర్బీవీఆర్ఆర్ ఉమెన్స్ కాలేజ్ తరఫున రామకృష్ణ గారికి హృదయపూర్వక ఈ ఇనాగ్రల్ సెషన్కి ఆహ్వానం పలుకుతున్నాం సార్. మీ గురించి సార్ చెప్పిన తర్వాత మీ నుంచి ఇంకా నేర్చుకోవాలి, మీ నుంచి ఇన్స్పిరేషన్గా మేము ఇంకా ముందుకెళ్ళాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాం సార్. థ్యాంక్ యూ వెరీ మచ్ సార్ ఫర్ యాక్సెప్టింగ్ అవర్ రిక్వెస్ట్ and to be the chief guest for today's session, sir. We heartily welcome you for this session, sir. Over to you, sir.
Thank you, my beloved friend Padala Tirupati garu, Madam garu. Today's chief speaker, Professor Vijayavardhini garu. Already she visited and our college and department also. Tirupati garu chala కొంచెం ఎక్కువ చెప్పారు నా గురించి. ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్కి నిజానికి అంత అవసరం లేదని నేను అనుకుంటున్నాను. వారు కొన్ని డీటెయిల్స్, ఫొటోస్ అడిగినా కానీ నేను షేర్ చేయలేదు. ఎందుకంటే మనకు అక్కర్లేదు ఇదంతా కూడా. మనం వీఆర్ ఆల్ టీచర్స్, వీఆర్ ఇన్ సేమ్ బోట్. ఐ ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ wholeheartedly congratulations to Srinivas Reddy, my beloved friend, principal of GDC Women Jagityal, and vice principal. She is also my colleague, Dr. Masbu Sultana. Tirupati is an exemplary man. ఆయన ఊరికే ఖాళీగా కూర్చునే వ్యక్తి కాదు. చాలా వద్దుబాబు నేను చీఫ్ గెస్ట్ ఉంటున్నట్టే కూడా తన అఫెక్షన్ కాదని లేక యాక్సెప్ట్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ప్రొఫెసర్ సుదర్శన్ గారు, సెక్రటరీ ఆర్బీఆర్ఆర్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్స్, అలాగే అచ్యుతాదేవి గారు, ప్రిన్సిపల్ ఆర్బీబీఆర్ఆర్ డిగ్రీ కాలేజ్ హైదరాబాద్. Today's conveners, including my beloved friend Padala Tirupati garu and Chandraya garu of our college, and Dr. Rajani Aluru garu. It's a great occasion. I think teacher is always a noble person. ప్రతి టీచర్ లో ఒక పేరెంట్, తల్లి, తండ్రి, గురు బ్రహ్మ, గురు విష్ణు అని చెప్తారు. అంటే మనందరికీ తెలుసు, ఇంత పాండమిక్ సిచ్యువేషన్ లో ప్రతి టీచర్ కూడా తన సొంత పిల్లల కన్నా కూడా చాలా కాలేజీ లాస్ అవుతున్నాం అనే ఒక మిస్సింగ్ ఫీలింగ్ లో ఉన్నారు. అవర్ హానరబుల్ కమిషనర్ నవీన్ మిట్టల్ సార్ ఆల్సో గివింగ్ ఎక్స్ట్రాడినరీ సపోర్ట్ టు ఆల్ గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజ్ బై ఆన్లైన్ మోడ్ ఆర్ వర్చువల్, జూమ్ మీటింగ్, గూగుల్ మీట్, వేరియస్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్స్.
In this situation, all government degree college utilizing this platform. Today, this program is a very extraordinary program, inspiring program. It's a legendary program, memorable program. 45 days uninterrupted గా ఆన్లైన్ కోచింగ్ ఇవ్వడం అనేది చాలా గొప్ప ఆలోచన ఇది. దీనికి సపోర్ట్ చేసిన ఆర్బిఆర్ఆర్ ప్రెస్టీజియస్ ఇన్స్టిట్యూషన్ అది. మేము స్టూడెంట్గా ఉస్మానియా యూనివర్సిటీలో ఉన్నప్పటి నుంచి కూడా విన్నాం. అలాగే జగిత్యాల ఉమెన్స్ కాలేజ్ కానీ, మా కాలేజ్ కానీ, ఇక్కడ ఉండే ఆల్ లెక్చరర్స్ చాలా స్టూడెంట్ ఫ్రెండ్లీ. అందరూ కూడా స్టూడెంట్స్ కోసం చాలా తపన పడేటువంటి, వాళ్ళ సక్సెస్ ని స్టూడెంట్స్ యొక్క ఆనందంలో చూసుకునేటువంటి మిత్రులు. ఈ రోజుల్లో మనం ఈ పాండమిక్ సిచ్యువేషన్ లో మనకి ఏకైక మార్గం డిజిటల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్. నిన్నే ఒక గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి, తెలంగాణ గవర్నమెంట్ నుంచి కూడా మనకు ఒక సర్క్యులర్ రావడం జరిగింది. అందులో కూడా ఆన్లైన్ మోడ్ మాత్రమే ప్రిఫర్ చేయడం జరిగింది. ఇవాళ వేరియస్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్స్ లో మన స్టూడెంట్స్ ని, ముఖ్యంగా ఇందాక మన స్పీకర్స్ ఒకరిద్దరు పెద్దలు చెప్పినట్టుగా, పర్టికులర్ గా రూరల్ ఏరియాస్ స్టూడెంట్స్ చాలా లాస్ అవుతున్న, ఆఫ్లైన్ క్లాసులు లాస్ అవుతున్న తరుణంలో, అంటే ఫేస్ టు ఫేస్ గా మనం మాట్లాడలేని, ఇంటరాక్షన్ కానీ, ఈ నాలెడ్జ్ని అందించేటువంటి ఒక అవకాశం లేని ఒక సంక్షోభం, ప్రపంచం అంతా ఈ కోవిడ్ సిచ్యువేషన్లో ఒక సంక్షోభంలో ఉన్న సందర్భంలో ఆల్ గవర్నమెంట్ కాలేజ్ అండ్ ఎయిడెడ్ కాలేజ్, ప్రైవేట్ కాలేజ్ యూటిలైజింగ్ దీస్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్, డిజిటల్ డైరీస్ కానివ్వండి, జూమ్ మీటింగ్ కానీ, గూగుల్ మీట్ కానీ, ఆన్లైన్ క్విజెస్ కానీ, సెమినార్స్ కానీ, అసైన్మెంట్స్ కానీ, స్టూడెంట్స్ యాక్టివిటీస్ కానీ చాలా అందరూ కూడా చేస్తున్నారు. అందులో ముఖ్యంగా మా తిరుపతి చాలా యాక్టివ్. చాలా రోజుల నుంచి ఏదో ఒక కార్యక్రమంలో మీరు ఉండాలి చాలా ఐఎమ్ వెరీ హ్యాపీ అండ్ ఐఎమ్ థ్యాంక్ఫుల్ టు హిమ్ అండ్ ఆల్ ఆర్గనైజర్స్, టుడేస్ ఆర్గనైజ్డ్ టీమ్ అండ్ కన్వీనర్స్ ఫర్ దిస్ గ్రేట్ ఆపర్చునిటీ టు మీ. చాలా రెస్పాన్స్, హై రెస్పాన్స్ ఉంది. నేను చూశాను తిరుపతి గారి వాట్సాప్ గ్రూపులన్నీ కూడా దాదాపు 400 to 500 అబౌవ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ నేషనల్ లెవెల్లో ఇందులో ఒక కాన్ఫిడెంట్ గా జాయిన్ అవ్వడం అనేది చాలా మెమరబుల్. ఒక టీచర్స్ కి చాలా హ్యాపీ ఎప్పుడు ఉంటుంది, సాటిస్ఫాక్షన్ అంటే మన లెక్చర్ కానీ, మన నాలెడ్జ్ కానీ నెక్స్ట్ తరానికి అందించినప్పుడే ఉంటుంది. అట్లాంటి ఒక గొప్ప ప్రయోగానికి సపోర్ట్ చేస్తున్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా నేను ఎస్ఆర్ఆర్ కళాశాల పక్షాన, తర్వాత మా కన్వీనర్ పక్షాన, అందరి తరఫున కూడా ఐ extend my warm wishes and thanks also all organizers and faculty, those who are sharing their knowledge for entire 45 days for this free online coaching in plant biology. Professor Vidyavardhini garu, very experienced and dynamic speaker and professor. She visited microbiology and biotechnology departments in our college. Very student friendly madam. She is also sharing her thoughts in Chatavahan University as a BOS chairman. వృక్షాలను రక్షిస్తే తప్ప ప్రాణికోటికి మనగడలేదు, మనందరికీ తెలుసు. కాబట్టి ఇవాళ హరితహారం అనే ప్రోగ్రామ్ తో తెలంగాణ గవర్నమెంట్ కూడా ఆల్ కాలేజెస్ లో ఈ రోజు కూడా మనకు సాప్లింగ్స్ కి క్యూఆర్ కోడ్ పెట్టడం, ఇట్లాంటివన్నీ కూడా, అంటే ఎప్పటికప్పుడు సొసైటీ మారుతుంది. మనం ఎంట్రీ లెవెల్లో లెక్చరర్స్ గా ఉన్నప్పటికీ ఇప్పటికే చాలా వేగంగా మార్పు వచ్చింది. అట్లానే టెక్నాలజీ ఎంత అప్డేట్ అవుతుందో, డిసీజెస్ తర్వాత ఛాలెంజెస్ కూడా అట్లానే, స్టూడెంట్స్ కూడా, టీచర్స్ కూడా చాలా ఛాలెంజెస్ ని మనం ఎదుర్కొంటున్నాం. కాబట్టి ఇట్లాంటి ఒక విషమ పరిస్థితుల్లో విద్యార్థులకు ఎక్కడ కాలేజీ మిస్ కాకుండా గవర్నమెంట్ కానీ, మా కమిషనర్ నవీన్ మిట్టల్ సార్ గైడెన్స్ లో ఆల్ డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్, మా కాలేజ్ విషయానికి వస్తే మేము అన్ని డిపార్ట్మెంట్స్ నుంచి చాలా, ఇంకో 1-2 రోజుల్లో తెలుగులో ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సెమినార్ కూడా విత్ అసోసియేషన్ మద్రాస్ యూనివర్సిటీతో ఒక ఇంటర్నేషనల్ సెమినార్ కూడా ప్లాన్ చేసాం July 2nd and 3rd. అట్లా ఆల్ గవర్నమెంట్ డిగ్రీ కాలేజ్ చాలా యాక్టివ్ గా పార్టిసిపేట్ అవుతున్నాయి. టీచర్ కి ఎప్పుడు ఖాళీగా ఉండడం ఇష్టం ఉండదు, ఏ టీచర్ కైనా. పిల్లలు లేకుండా టీచర్లు ఉండలేరు కాబట్టి ప్రతి అవకాశాన్ని అందిపుచ్చుకుంటున్నారు. దీనికి ప్రత్యేకంగా ఆల్ టీచర్స్ కి, ఎవరైతే దోస్ ఆర్ పార్టిసిపేటింగ్ దిస్ గ్రేట్ ప్రోగ్రామ్, ఐ పర్సనల్లీ కంగ్రాచులేట్ ఎవ్రీవన్. 45 days అన్ఇంటరప్టెడ్ గా ఒక కార్యక్రమం చేయడం, ఇట్స్ ఎ వెరీ బిగ్ ఛాలెంజ్ టు ఆర్గనైజర్స్. చాలా లక్కీయెస్ట్ ఫెలోస్ దోస్ ఆర్ పార్టిసిపేటింగ్. స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికీ కూడా నేను నా రిక్వెస్ట్ ఏంటంటే మీరు ఒక పెన్ పేపర్ దగ్గర పెట్టుకోండి. ఇట్లాంటి ఒక గొప్ప అకేషన్ ని మీరు 100% ఇంత ఫ్రీగా మనకు ఎవరు అందించే వాళ్ళు ఉండరు. ఒక గొప్ప నోబుల్ కాజ్ తోటి మన దగ్గరికి స్పీకర్స్, ప్రొఫెసర్స్ అంతా కూడా ఈ డిజిటల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో మీ ఇంటి దగ్గరికి మీ దగ్గరకు వస్తున్నారు. కాబట్టి దయచేసి మనం డబ్బులు పెట్టినా లేకుంటే మనం టైం ఇచ్చినా వాళ్ళ టైం దొరకనటువంటి గొప్ప మేధావులందరినీ కూడా మనం డిజిటల్ ప్లాట్ఫామ్ లో అందించడానికి గొప్ప ఒక అవకాశాన్ని క్రియేట్ చేసినటువంటి తిరుపతి గారు, శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారు, రజని గారు, అచ్యుతాదేవి గారు, మా చంద్రయ్య గారు, ఇంకా ఇందులో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేసిన ప్రతి ఒక్కరు కూడా వాళ్ళందరి యొక్క ఆలోచన ఒకటే, ప్రతి స్టూడెంట్ దీని నుంచి బెనిఫిట్ 100% ఆప్టిమం యూటిలైజేషన్, ఆప్టిమం బెనిఫిట్ పొందాలి. స్పర్ధయా వర్ధతే విద్య, ప్రాక్టీస్ మేక్స్ మ్యాన్ పర్ఫెక్ట్, యత్నే కృతేన సిద్ధ్యతి కోత్ర దోషః. అంటే మరి మనం ఏ పని చేయకుండా ఏం చేయలేము. కాబట్టి క్వాలిటీ ఇట్స్ నాట్ ఏ డెస్టినేషన్, ఇట్స్ ఎ కంటిన్యూస్ జర్నీ. నేర్చుకోవడం అనేది ఒక నిరంతర ప్రక్రియ. కాబట్టి డైలీ మనం ఎంత అప్డేట్ అవుతుంది, నిన్నటి రోజుకి ఈ రోజుకి రేపటికి మనం ఎంత ఈ అప్డేటెడ్ ఈ సొసైటీలో మనం స్టాండ్ కావాలనుకుంటే ఇప్పుడు గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ ఇండియా కానీ గవర్నమెంట్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ కానీ స్కిల్ ఎన్హాన్స్మెంట్ కోర్సులను ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసింది, స్కిల్ డెవలప్మెంట్ ప్రోగ్రాంలు ఇవ్వడం జరిగింది. ఇవన్నీ కూడా నీకు ఎంత నాలెడ్జ్ ఉందనే కాదు, నీకు ఎన్ని స్కిల్స్ ఉన్నాయి, ఎట్లా హౌ టు ప్రొజెక్ట్ యువర్ నాలెడ్జ్ అనేది చాలా ఇంపార్టెంట్. కాబట్టి ఇట్లాంటి ఒక ప్లాంట్ సైన్స్ గురించి గ్రాస్ రూట్ లెవెల్లో ఆల్ కాంపిటేటివ్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ సంబంధించిన, అంటే ఏదో చిన్న ఫింగర్ టిప్స్ కాకుండా టోటల్ ఒక సమగ్రమైన బ్రాడర్ వ్యూలో ఒక గొప్ప మంచి ఆలోచనతో ఇట్లాంటి ఒక గొప్ప ఇన్నోవేటివ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ని క్రియేట్ చేయడం, డిజైన్ చేయడం చాలా సంతోషదాయకం. వాళ్ళ ప్రకృతి అంతా కూడా మానవ తప్పిదాలతోటి చాలా విపరీతమైన సంక్షోభానికి గురవుతోంది. దాని కారణమే ఎబోలా వైరస్ కానివ్వండి, కరోనా కానివ్వండి, ఇట్లాంటి అనేక రకాలైనటువంటి ఒక ఛాలెంజెస్ ని మనం ఎదుర్కొంటున్నాం. ఇట్లాంటి ఛాలెంజ్ ని అధిగమించాలంటే కేవలం నాలెడ్జ్ తర్వాత అప్లికేషన్స్ తో కాకుండా ఇంకా లోతైన రీసెర్చ్ ని యంగర్ జనరేషన్ కి అందించాల్సిన అవసరం. ఆ దిశగా మనం మరింత కృషి చేయాలని కోరుకుంటూ ఈ కార్యక్రమంలో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తున్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి కూడా నేను 100% మరి ప్రతి స్టూడెంట్ కూడా దీన్ని యూటిలైజ్ చేసుకోవాలని మనస్ఫూర్తిగా కోరుకుంటూ ఇట్లాంటి ఈ 45 days ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో పార్టిసిపేట్ చేస్తున్న ప్రతి ఒక్కరికి మరి నాలెడ్జ్ అనేది అది ఎటర్నల్ ఒక ఆస్తి, విజ్డమ్ అది. కాబట్టి ఈ నాలెడ్జ్ ని గెయిన్ చేయడంలో మీరు సర్వత్రా 100% మేము హెడ్, హార్ట్, హ్యాండ్ అంటాం, 3H డెడికేషన్ తోటి, కమిట్మెంట్ తోటి జరిగే ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో హోల్ హార్టెడ్ గా స్పీకర్స్ వితౌట్ ఎనీ ప్రాఫిట్, వితౌట్ ఎనీ బెనిఫిట్, దే ఆర్ ఓన్లీ స్టూడెంట్ ఫ్రెండ్లీగా ఆలోచిస్తూ చేస్తున్నారు. కాబట్టి మీ అందరూ కూడా మనస్ఫూర్తిగా ఈ ప్రోగ్రామ్ ని బ్లెస్ చేయాల్సింది కోరుకుంటూ ఐ కంగ్రాచులేట్ వన్స్ అగైన్ తిరుపతి గారు అండ్ శ్రీనివాస్ రెడ్డి గారు, రజని గారు, అచ్యుత గారు అండ్ దోస్ హు ఆర్ ఆర్గనైజ్. తెర వెనుక ఉన్న ప్రతి మిత్రుడికి కూడా నేను మనస్ఫూర్తిగా అభినందనలు తెలుపుకుంటూ ఈ ఇన్నోవేటివ్ గొప్ప ప్రోగ్రామ్ లో SRR కళాశాలను కూడా ఒక పార్ట్గా చేసినందుకు నేను ప్రత్యేకంగా అభినందనలు, ధన్యవాదాలు తెలుపుకుంటూ మా స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరూ కూడా తప్పకుండా ఇందులో జాయిన్ అవుతారని నేను హామీ ఇస్తూ ఇట్లాంటి కార్యక్రమాల్లో మరి మనం ఇంకా ఇట్లాంటి ఒకరికి అంటే విద్వానేవ విజానాతి విద్వజ్జన పరిశ్రమ అన్నది. నిజమైన నాలెడ్జ్ ఉన్నవారు మాత్రమే, ఒక ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ టీచర్ మాత్రమే సొసైటీని ఇన్స్పైర్ చేయగలుగుతాడు, సొసైటీకి అవుట్ రీచ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ చేయగలుగుతాడు, తన కాలాన్ని మించి అంటే తన యొక్క స్కేల్ దాటి పని చేయగలుగుతాడు. అట్లా చేయగలిగిన వాళ్ళు మనం ఒక చిన్న అడుగు వేసినా చాలు, ఎవరో ఒక్కరికి బెనిఫిట్ అయినా చాలు, తప్పకుండా ఇది ఒక ఇన్స్పైరింగ్ ప్రోగ్రామ్ అవుతుంది. ఇట్స్ ఏ గ్రేట్ మైల్ స్టోన్ ద కాలేజ్ ఎడ్యుకేషన్ హిస్టరీ. థ్యాంక్ యూ వన్ అండ్ ఆల్. థ్యాంక్ యూ. నమస్తే.
గురువు గారికి పాదాభివందనాలు. చాలా చక్కటి కాలాంశాలు మన ముందుంచారు. నిజంగా మేము ధన్యులం సార్. ఎందుకంటే ఒక ప్రెస్టీజియస్ కాలేజ్కి మీరు ఉన్నారు. ఒక విలువైనటువంటి సందేశంతో కూడినటువంటి మీ యొక్క సందేశం మమ్మల్ని ఖచ్చితంగా స్ఫూర్తి నింపుతుంది. మీ యొక్క ఆశీస్సులు ఎప్పటికీ ఉండాలి. నిరంతరాయంగా 45 రోజులు మా యొక్క దీక్షను నిర్విఘ్నంగా కొనసాగే విధంగా మీ ఆశీస్సులు, దివ్యాశీస్సులు మా మీద ఉండాలని హృదయపూర్వకంగా మిమ్మల్ని మరొకసారి వేడుకుంటూ మాకు ఈ కాలాంశాన్ని ఇచ్చినందుకు మీకు సహృదయమైనటువంటి ధన్యవాదాలు తెలియజేసుకుంటున్నాను. జై హింద్.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, sir, for your insight of this 45 days online coaching for this competitive exams. Yes, sir, we'll try our level best to reach the students' heights. And I hope we all will get through with our nice ranks of the students and will prove to your interest and all those things, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Now I invite...
Madam, small
Yes, sir.
modification. Dr. Tirumala Madam Garu. Dr. Tirumala Madam Garu, Assistant Professor, Applied Bioscience, and Mahatma Gandhi University, Nalgonda. Please.
Okay, sir.
And give about our program a brief message about today's.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. You can invite, sir.
Okay, madam.
Tirumala ma'am. Hello. Over to you, ma'am. You can have a few words on this session.
Madam Garu, please unmute yourself. Tirumala Madam Garu.
Yes, yes, sir.
Hello, good morning, all of you.
Yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Good morning, ma'am. You can hand over session, ma'am.
I just want to congratulate the conveners and the organizers who are organizing this beautiful and wonderful event for the benefit of the students. All of you, once again, congratulations and all the best, especially Padala Tirupati, sir. All the best, sir.
Thank you, madam. Thank you.
you.
Your few words is words is few, but your intention and your blessings is never forgettable, madam. Dr. Moti Tirumala Madam Garu, your presence and your accepting our personal request on behalf of this wonderful program. So we are very lucky regarding this program. Thank you very much, madam.
Okay, thank you, ma'am. Now I invite Dr. G. Chandraya Garu, Assistant Professor, Head Department of Botany, SRR College, Karimnagar, to address the gathering of the session. Over to you, sir.
Unmute yourself, sir. Chandraya, sir.
Chandraya, sir. You can unmute yourself, sir.
Chandraya, sir. No. Chandraya sir is not here, madam. Better we will invite our
Okay, sir.
one of the eminent resource person, Chandrasekhar.
Yeah. Now I welcome our respected Head Department of Botany, Dr. Rajni, ma'am. She is also one of the resource person for this 45-day online entrance exam coaching for the students. So I invite madam to speak few words on this particular session. Over to you, madam.
Okay, Kavita. I'm audible, Kavita?
Yeah, madam. You're audible.
You're audible, ma'am.
Good morning to all. It's my privilege to welcome you all for today's National Level E-Online Coaching for Plant Science program. This program is being organized in association with Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, and SRR College, Karimnagar. This program aims to offer coaching program to join PG courses like MSc Botany and Life Sciences. The program is compression of 45 days classes covering all the topics of graduation course. We have a team of 7 faculty members from 3 different colleges to accomplish this program. I hope all the students of BSc final years take advantage of this opportunity in this present pandemic situations. I thank the principals of Reddy College, Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, and SRR Degree College, Karimnagar, for motivating to host this program. I also thank other resource persons, guests attending today's program. Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you so much. Over to Kavita.
Thank you, madam. Now I cordially invite Dr. Harjot Kaur ma'am, IQAC Coordinator, Government Degree College for Women, Jagityal, to introduce today's keynote speaker, Professor B. Vidyavardhini ma'am. Over to you, Harjot ma'am.
Little bit of change, madam. Madam is not here. Within 2 minutes, madam will join.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir.
Now we would like to invite Dr. Chakinam Chandrasekhar sir garu. Please give a brief message regarding of our online coaching program. Please unmute yourself. Chandrasekhar sir. పిలిచారు చంద్రశేఖర్ సార్ చంద్రశేఖర్ సార్
I think sir has not been made co-host, sir. Sir కనిపించట్లేదు. Sir ని co-host చేయాలి.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Now you are audible.
Please.
Hello, sir. Good morning.
Good morning, sir. Please.
Good morning to all. It is a very good program in this pandemic situation. Padala Tirupati is my brother. He is invited me as resource person. Dear students, friends, please utilize this good opportunity to your bright future. All the best, Tirupati sir. Okay, bye.
Thank you, Chandrasekhar sir. Because of you are the inspiration to me, because last year you have started a wonderful program regarding of this PG entrance coaching, Kakatiya University Warangal. Based on your experience, we would like to plan for 45 days uninterrupted among these eminent resource persons. So that's why our program will going to succeed, just because of your cooperation and encouragement. Thank you. We never forgettable your support and encouragement, Dr. Chandrasekhar sir, Assistant Professor, Department of Botany, Kakatiya University Warangal. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Now, Gajula Prabhakar sir, Dr. Gajula Prabhakar sir.
Okay, sir. Good morning, one and all. This is Dr. Gajula Prabhakar, working as an assistant professor, University College for Women, Koti. I congratulate Dr. Tirupati sir. This is a great program in this situation, because I give you permission 2 minutes, more 2 minutes. I share my personal experience. In this situation, when I was my BSc final year, there is no coaching center in Hyderabad. Only 2 of the coaching center in Hyderabad. One is the Rajendra and Biotech is my knowledge of. These 2 institutions is there in the Hyderabad, but we are a rural background student. There is some financial problem. I'm not going to some coaching centers. So every Telangana students is a dream. Is a got the university student got the seat in the Usmania University or like other university also. But there is no coaching. There is no coaching facilities. So I am not get the university ranker. So got the in MSc seat some private college, because there is no coaching, there is no proper guidance. So in this event, it is useful mainly the poor students and rural students. It is very useful because so many in this pandemic situation, there is no offline classes. So it is benefit the students. Actually, in this situation, the concept of traditional education has changed radically within the last couple of years. Today, you have access to quality education whenever and wherever you want, as long as you have access to internet. My dear students, we, a group of skilled experts in the plant science, have gathered as a cluster to provide free online tutoring to all the aspirants who are preparing for competitive exams, job interviews, and any postgrad entrance like state MSc entrance or central university entrance. It is very useful program, and I heartily congratulate Dr. Tirupati sir and also other resource person. The remaining resource person, including me also, very excellent and very excellent knowledge. The knowledge share the students. So the students benefit this program. Please, the students already joined the students. Please inform other students also. Please sync your WhatsApp groups. So many social networks are there. So you share in these opportunities, benefit the more students. And also I feel the Tirupati sir and Rajini madam and me also in the same college in the different Tirupati sir and Rajini madam also seniors, but same college, Bhavans College. So I thank you one and all. Please, the students utilize this excellent program. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Okay, Gajula Prabhakar sir, we are very thankful to you because of we are the people of rural areas. So knowingly or unknowingly, we are here just because of our hard work and also given by our respected teachers related to degree and university level teachers. So the position we would like to give and impart our knowledge or transform our knowledge to the unknown persons or the students, those who completed their graduation in the field of plant sciences. So we are the responsible persons. That's why you are just a single call. You are accepting our request, and we hope we are in combinedly to success this 45 days program. Thank you very much, sir.
Yes,
Kavita
sir.
madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Prabhakar.
Madhuri
sir.
madam is there na? Madhuri madam is there na? Madhuri madam is there na?
Madhuri madam, I couldn't see her, sir.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah, yeah.
Madam, please you invite.
Yes, sir. I invite cordially our Harjot Kaur ma'am, IQAC coordinator, Government Degree College, Jagityal. Ma'am, to introduce today's keynote speaker, ma'am. Harjot Kaur ma'am. Ma'am, you can unmute yourself. Sir, Harjot Kaur ma'am, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. No problem.
Yeah,
Madam
I
is here.
could see her. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah, very good morning, ma'am. Well, on behalf of Government Degree College for Jagtial and IQAC, as a coordinator of IQAC, I welcome you all on this platform. Very respect is on this platform and YouTube. A very warm welcome.
Ma'am, you are not audible, ma'am. Tirupati, ma'am, unmute yourself, ma'am. Yeah, now it's okay. Now it's okay.
Fine. Yeah. Respected dignitaries on this platform, Zoom and YouTube, a warm welcome on behalf of Government Degree College for Women and IQAC of this college. Well, before I introduce the keynote speaker, Professor Vidya Vardhini ma'am, I was also told by Padala Tirupati sir, my brother, to speak about or give a message of our IQAC report. So I take it as a privilege to be a coordinator of this prestigious college. So before that, I really congratulate the trio institutions, the reputed institutions in Telangana, SRR Government Arts and Science College, Karimnagar, RBVRR Autonomous College, Hyderabad, and my college, GDC Women's Jagtial, for organizing such a wonderful online coaching for the plant sciences, for the benefit of the students to what I say is excel in the coaching examinations coming forth with the notifications of the Telangana government. So when I come to speak about the report of IQAC, though this is a pandemic period, though people are worried about and have a fear of what life is and all, but still my team is working so wonderfully that we are able to submit IIQA if the payment is being accepted by the HEI portal today itself. So it would be a memorable day for all of us. So when it comes to all the 7 criteria, whether it is curricular aspects or teaching learning and evaluation, or research consultancy and extension, or infrastructure and learning resources, or student support and progression, governance, leadership and management, or innovation and best practices. My team is doing wonderful job with all best what they can put it into, whether it is webinars, whether it is workshops, whether it is certificate courses, whether it is coaching, or whether it is linkages with the other institutions for the faculty exchanges, or whether it is faculty forum, or whether it is student progress, or whether it is a mentor or mentee mentor and mentee guideship to the students, whatever it is. So they are doing and excelling in this, and I just appreciate my team for this endeavor. Short report, I just now shift to introducing the keynote speaker. So I really, feel pleasure to introduce a person from Telangana University, because one of my friend, Kaisar Mohammed, is also working in Telangana University. So I really appreciate in introducing none other than Professor Vidya Vardhini Madam. So the name itself, no, Vidya is education and Vardhini is Sundar Mahila. So I think it's a combination of these two that we find in our keynote speaker today, Professor Vidya Vardhini Ma'am. Vidya Vardhini Ma'am is a professional head in the Department of Botany, Telangana University. She is the Dean, College Development Council, Telangana University from February 2020 onwards. She is former Dean, Faculty of Science in Computer Science from February 2017 to March 2019. She was the former Registrar of Telangana University. She served as the Directorate of Academic Audit from December 2016 to July 2017. She served as the Principal, University College of Science from 2014 to 2016. So I mean to say she has 24 years of teaching and research experience. She completed her MSc Botany in first division with distinction in the year 1994. She worked as a project fellow in the UGC sponsored MRP from 1995 to 1998. She was awarded PhD in 1998 from Osmania University, Hyderabad, under the guidance of Professor S. Sita Ram Rao. She worked as a research associate in the CSIR sponsored MRP from 1999 to 2002. She worked as a senior research associate CSIR, that is a scientist pool when it was introduced then, from 2002 to 2003 at Osmania University, Hyderabad. She worked as a lecturer and assistant professor in botany on selection by Union Public Service Commission in Union Territory of Puducherry from 2003 to 2008. She served as the head Department of Botany, chairperson, Board of Studies in Botany as well as in Biotechnology in Telangana University, and Botany Department of our affiliating university, that is Shatamahana University, Karimnagar. She was a director, alumni of Telangana University, director, research and development, and so on. She completed a UGC MRP in 2007. MRP number is also given, which is dealt in brass in steroids and saline soils of Karaikal. So she published around 78 research and review articles in national and international journals with very good impact factors like phytochemistry, plant growth regulation, Indian Journal of Plant Physiology, Current Science, Asian and Australian Journal of Plant Science and Biotechnology, Bulgarian Journal of Agricultural Sciences, and so on. Her total impact factor is 41.622 and citations are around 1422, and H index and I-10 index are 15 and 21. Hats off to you, madam. Such a wonderful qualitative journals you have. I mean, your papers are presented in such a huge qualitative journals. She has presented around 69 papers in national and international seminars and conferences. She served as lead guest editor, review board member for 11 journals, and was LGE for Journal of Phytology, issue 4, volume 2, 4 and 5 in the year 2012. Khajuri Research Foundation and Development Society, Scholar Journals, Unites Arab Emirates and editorial board member of Agriculture, Forestry and Fisheries, USA, and Journal of Applied Science and Research, USA. She is the reviewer for Journal of Plant Growth Regulation. So I really would like Madam to please Padala Tirupati sirs and many other botany resource persons in this platform, so you can encourage them to provide insights into the research so that it can be published in the paper in which you are the reviewer. Likewise, she reviewed around 149 research articles. She was a convener, coordinator, co-convener for 9 national seminars, popular lecture series, science academies, lecture workshops sponsored by AP State Council for Higher Education, Indian Council of Medical Research, New Delhi, and Science and Engineering Research Board. The Department of Science and Technology, Ministry of Science and Technology, Government of India, Indian Academy of Sciences, Bangalore, Indian National Science Academy, New Delhi, National Academy of Sciences, Allahabad, and so on. She is an Associate Fellow of Telangana Academy of Sciences, Hyderabad. 5 research scholars are awarded PhD under her supervision. She is guiding 3 more research scholars from Telangana University and 1 from JNTU. She is mentoring UGC DS Kothari Postdoctorate Fellow. She was external Viva Voce examiner for 12 PhD research scholars. She educated around 51 theses from different universities like Osmania University, Hyderabad, Madras University, Chennai, Bharatidasan University, Tiruchirappalli, Puducherry University, University of Pondicherry, Bharatiya University, Coimbatore, Annamalai University, Annamalai Nagar, Yogi Vemana University, Kadapa, Periyar University, Salem, and Manomaniam Sundara Nair University, Tirunelveli, Shatavahan University, GPR Nagar, Priest University, Tamil Nadu, and so on. She was the keynote speaker, resource person, session chair for around 20 national seminars, workshops. She delivered around 11 extension guest lectures in different colleges of Telangana state. So it's lovely to have you with us, madam, and I appreciate you for kindly accepting our invitation to be the keynote speaker on this national online coaching on plant sciences. I really thank you from the bottom of my heart for sparing such a valuable time of yours with us. So, and it will be an inspirational for all the faculty as well as the students. So before I sign up, I just hand over the platform to keynote speaker, Professor Vidyavardhini madam. Thank you. Signing off, Harjot Kaur here.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your introduction, and a very good morning to everyone in this platform. The chief patron, Dr. Ramakrishna sir, the patron, Dr. J. Achyuta Devi, and Mr. Srinivas Reddy, and all the resource persons, including Padala Tirupati. Very good afternoon to all of you. So today, I hope my screen is visible, Tirupati.
Yes, madam. Yes, your screen is visible, madam. Please click on slideshow, madam.
Yeah. So today I want to speak about aspects of biotechnology paving way for crop improvements. So what is biotechnology? We all know that bio means living and technology is application of scientific knowledge for the practical purposes. So biotechnology is an application science where the living systems and organisms employed used to develop or create new and better products. So we will see the different aspects of biotechnology, that is plant tissue culture and genetic engineering, and how it is helping us to get a better crop or better lifestyle. So what are the crops? The crops are the plants cultivated by man for various reasons. We, the human beings living on planet Earth, we rare crops, or we grow crops, or we try to use it for many purposes like food. Food is one of the main main part of our life. Like without food, we are not going to survive. Maybe we can live without food for fasting, maybe some few days, but not more than that. I know our erstwhile Andhra Pradesh, Sri Poti Sri Ramalu sir, he was fasted for a long time, nearly 21 days, but he could not survive more than that. He succumbed. So we know that food is a basic part of our life. The next is, we even do it for aesthetics, we do it for beautification. Now, if we are sitting at our homes with this COVID pandemic, we are sometimes bugged up, sometimes bored, and we want something from the nature so that it will boost our spirits, it will make us feel happy. So we grow it for aesthetics. We grow it for commercial purposes because we need money, all of us. Not only food, we even need money. So we need to export things, we need to grow things for purposes other than eating. Then we grow it for medicine. Now we know that we are in a pandemic situation where the only source which is helping us are medicines. We are just depending on our vaccinations and all our Ayurvedic medicines or allopathy or homeopathy, whatever medicines, but we are depending on medicines so that we can overcome all the diseases and malnutrition or whatever which is occurring in the nature. Then we grow it for fodder. It's not that we only should eat food, even the animals around us, the animals in our house, and the animals which help us in our day-to-day lives, they also need to eat food. So we need for them too. Then fiber. We use synthetic clothes too, but we use a natural fiber also for clothing. So the fibers like cotton, silk, and all that which are extracted from the plants are a major source of clothing. Then why should we say better crops? See, crops in the present global scenario are not able to grow the same as they were growing in good olden days. The reason for the crops not to grow better, you know that we once upon a time see, say maybe in the 18th century, or even in the early 19th century, we hardly knew what is adulteration. We hardly knew anything which is a crop which is causing us harm, or the things which are we are eating is causing us harm. So why all this? Why are we in the present, that is say let us from 2021, or even from the 2010 onwards, why are we having so many problems? These problems, they started because of main reason is we ourselves. Man has done a lot of damage to the earth which we are residing. We are residing on planet Earth, and planet Earth is helping us for so many things. But though we are staying on planet Earth, knowingly, unknowingly, we are causing a lot of problems to planet Earth. So that is because of the pollution, the global warming, the greenhouse gases. So when did this pollution start? See, previously we are, say in the 12th century, 13th century, 14th century, there was not much pollution. The pollution started with industrial revolution, when we started using the machines. Simple machines which we used didn't cause a lot of pollution, but once we started using the machines which released substances as byproducts to run those machines, or which released waste or byproducts from the synthesis of those machines, synthesis of those appliances, synthesis of those equipment which we are using, led to the pollution. And the pollution is made not very vastly spread aspect of the present era. See, the pollution can be air pollution, it can be water pollution, it can be noise pollution, it can be soil pollution. So all the natural aspects which are present are being polluted. All the natural resources are adulterated. So we are causing problem to us because of our ignorance, our arrogance. So then what is this global warming? See, we are using so many substances which is released into our atmosphere. We know that Earth is covered by different layers. Like we have our atmosphere, we have the stratosphere, the mesosphere, the ionosphere, and all the layers of the Earth. In that we have the ozone layer, which is protecting us from the ultraviolet radiation. So when we see about our Earth, we are living on planet Earth, all of us know that. So what is this Earth? See, we know that we are a part of a solar system, right? And what is the solar system? A sun and the planets revolving around it constitute a solar system. So the sun, the star which we are, which is helping us is the sun. We have named it the sun, and among all the planets, or the 9 planets, or the the 8 planets, because Pluto is demoted. These planets, what we are doing, a planet is a celestial being which is not having light of its own. So the light of the planet is always from the sun. So we are taking the radiant energy of the sun, and this radiant energy which is coming into our houses, which is coming into the globe, which is coming onto us, is being filtered by the other radiations emitted by it. See, we don't use all the radiations of the sun. We have the sun's rays reaches the earth in the form of the electromagnetic radiation, and in the electromagnetic radiations, the plant only use the certain radiations, the visible range which we see, and in that, the spectrum which we have studied from our childhood, right? The WIBGR, and in that only the certain parts, the red and blue-green areas which are harvested, and all the other things, that is the ultraviolet and the infrared, they are causing a lot of harm. Those are protected by the ozone layer. And when we are using certain chemicals, due to our overindulgence of using these chemicals, these chlorofluorocarbons, or all these which are emitted from the earth, they are destroying the ozone layer, and thereby they are increasing the radiations, harmful UV rays or harmful other emissions which are resulting in the earth's temperature, high temperature, which is called as global warming, is resulting in so many other stresses, like I'll show you in this later thing. And then another thing, one of the stresses which we are seeing are the abiotic stresses and the biotic stresses. So the stresses which are resulted or which are caused by non-living things are called as abiotic stresses, and the stresses which are caused by living things are called as biotic stresses. So what are these abiotic stresses? These abiotic stresses are the temperature stress, the salinity stress, the water stress, the light stress, the heavy metal stress, the radiation stress, and even the temperature stress can be divided into the heat stress, chilling stress, and freezing stress. And water stress can be over water, that is flooding, or very less water or drought. And even in the light, the low light intensity or weak light, that is intense light or weak light, or then whatever the radiations, the UVA, UVB, whatever are reaching to the earth and which are causing destruction to the plants and to us too. Then all this can be done because of one of the main things which we are doing is deforestation. So these days, once again, we are going back to our good old times where we are saying we have to plant trees, and we are organizing so many different Haritaharam projects that where we are increasing the greenery of the earth. We have destroyed the greenery. We are trying to increase and hope to increase it so that this afforestation process will at least to some extent reduce the deforestation and save us. Then what is other thing is overpopulation. We know that we are like when we were kids, we have read about the crops and the population. We must have read about Malthus, who says that the population is increasing in mathematical ratio, where it is like multiplying, whereas the food is only adding. So with the adding food and the multiplying population, we are always going to have a scarcity of crops. And all this is because of man. We are sitting on our earth and we are destroying it ourselves. So what I wanted to emphasize to you is, when we are studying all this, we should also try to do something to make our earth better. As man, we can't do everything, but a small step, a small thing is always good. And then why we are using this biotechnology, which we have understood has played a very pivotal role in the production of better crops. And how this biotechnology is helping us is, we have known that there are great achievements in biotechnology in crop improvements. We have seen it over the few decades. Like we have seen the flavor saver tomato, which is engineered to have a longer shelf life. In 1995, we have the BT potato, that is the Bacillus thuringiensis insect resistant potato, which was approved by the Environmental Protection Agency. Or we have the BT cotton, the Bacillus thuringiensis insect resistant cotton plant, which is genetically modified and which is capable of surviving under the adverse effects. And we have the golden rice, the genetically modified beta carotene. And when we see about all these, we are doing all these employing biotechnology so that we get a better product. We get a better variety of rice. We know that all of us consume rice, right? With the basic food in South India is rice or cereal, and we are trying to improve it in such a way that the man, if he's eating it, he might have an additional benefit. And we have seen about the past years, there are so many cotton farmers who committed suicide because they couldn't get the yield. They take loans, they borrow money, whether it is from government or it is from their relatives, friends, or however they take loans on interest, and they invest in all the seed, and then they invest in watering and maintaining a crop, and at the end, because of certain insects or certain calamities or over rainfall, the erratic rainfall, which is resultant of the global warming, will destroy the crops. And once these crops are destroyed, they are totally devastated, as they don't get the amount which they have spent, and the debt will be increasing. So all these, to overcome to a certain extent, we are looking into biotechnology as a ray of hope. We are just seeing that it will do something to help us, to help the farmers. And in that, another aspect is the plant tissue culture. So what is plant tissue culture? So plant tissue culture is a collection of techniques used to maintain or grow plant cells, tissues, or organs under sterile environments on a nutrient culture medium of known composition. So the plant tissue culture is widely used to produce clones of a plant in a method known as micropropagation, where you will get numerous plants from a single tissue or a single cell which being employed. So the tissue culture growing from a single cells of a plant, and the plant tissue culture is in fact where it deals with that many cells have the ability to regenerate into a whole plant. That is it's totally dependent on one aspect of the plant called as totipotency. Totipotency is the ability of a single cell of a plant to produce the whole cell. That is the speciality of the plant cell. Unless animal cells, you know that animal cells, they are not totipotent. Like you can culture a liver cell to get liver. You can culture different organelles from that particular cell, but a single cell you can't get the whole animal. So, but the plant has got that ability. So in using that ability, we can save our plants and we can save our crops. So single cells, plant cells without protoplast, that is, these are able to generate into a whole plant. So the pieces of leaves, the stems, the roots, many parts, even the anther, the pollen, you have read about so many different parts of the plants which can develop into a whole plant with the help of the required nutrients and the required plant hormones, or the latestly as we call them as PGRs, the plant growth regulators. So in the tissue culture, they have different parts like the cell suspension culture, or it is a tissue or the organ culture where the shoot tip, the apical meristem, we all know that the apical meristem is the actively growing part of the cell, and employment of it gives us better results. And auxiliary bud culture, the root culture, ovary culture, embryo culture, anther, microspore culture, protoplast culture. So the cell without a cell wall to all the cell organelles, different part of the cell organelles, everything can be used, can be employed for the tissue culture. Then, a plant tissue culture, a requirement for these transgenic developments, it is a plant part is taken, which is cultured, and we get a callus, and from the callus you get the shoots, and then the shoots are transplanted for hardening, and then that will grow into ultimately a mature plant. So there are different ways to do different cultures, to have methods to do, whether you do it in anther culture, or you do it a pollen culture, or you do it the tissue culture. You have the explant, which is present in the nutrient media, and then you get the callus, and then you get the embryo, and finally the plantlet. So in this way, this is a simple, easy technique employed, and you students who want to do research also, you can use this to do so many important methods. Like you can go into your, after your undergraduation and post-graduation, if you want to do your PhD and all, you can go into different medicinal plants, due to, because of COVID, we will understand the immunity system levels and the things which we are deficient of, which we need to improve in our lifestyle. So you can select those plants which will come out in a year or two for your further studies by the time you complete your post-graduation. Then when we see another method is whereas small cell, we get a cell clamp, and then the medium where it will be the embryo and genesis occurs, and then in the secondary medium where you get the globular stage, the hard stage, the torpedo stage, and the plantlet. So this is the whole technique or method of the tissue culture. And then in the labs also, which we will use different things. I've just showed the different slides, so you will just see the pictures how they are being done. So then once they are hardening, we transplant them to our greenhouses or glass houses based on the availability, and then they will sell it, or they will give it to people for planting in, or they'll give it to the nurseries or individual farmers, or however it is. Okay, so then another most important is the anther culture. We know that every cells which are capable of division are used. So the anthers are mostly, we use lot of divisions takes place in the anthers during the formation of the pollen and all that. So that is also used for in the tissue culture. So where you have the microspore mother cells, and after meiosis, the microspore mother cells, that is the pre-meiotic stage, and the mitotic stage, pre-mitotic stage, the mitotic stage, the post-mitotic stage, and where you get all where we use different compounds, chemicals like colchicine, which helps in the doubling of the chromosomes, and you get the binucleate, and then ultimately you will get a plantlet, or you can use a different techniques where the uninucleate or binucleate cells. These are the different measures which we use to get a plantlet from the anther. That is the male reproductive part. Okay, so this anther culture is a technique culturing anthers of precise and critical stage, which is to be isolated from unopened flower buds and cultured in artificial medium. The microspore present in the anther develops into embryoid or callus, which give rise to haploid plant through the process of embryogenesis or organogenesis. So the ovule and ovule culture, ovary or ovule culture involves development of haploid and unfertilized cells of the embryo sac. So we can use the male reproductive part or the female reproductive part, which is capable of active division. So this results in the production of haploid plants and achievement of in vitro fertilization. So the plant tissue culture is something where we will see the clonal propagation, large scale multiplication, the bioenergy served, which breaks dormancy. We can use the secondary metabolites, can use in wide hybridization, we can use as a genetic variability, we can get disease-free plants, we can get haploids, polyploids, triploids, however, based on our need and necessity. We can get the international exchange of the germplasm, we can get the somatic hybrid hybrids, we can get the fast multiplication, we have the synthetic seeds or the artificial seeds, which are again stored, which you get the early flowering, we can get the genetic transformation, the somatic embryogenesis, overcoming cell sterility and cryopreservation of germplasm. See, with all our problems going on the earth, the pollution and all that, some genera might just disappear. So the cryopreservation also is necessary to show our children's children that something of this sort existed on the planet Earth. So then when are we doing all this biotechnology? We know that another aspect which is called as genetic engineering or the gene cloning. So genetic engineering is the direct manipulation of an organism's genome using biotechnology. It is therefore a set of technologies used to change the genetic makeup of cells, including the transfer of genes within and across species boundaries to produce improved or novel organisms. So we know the transgenic crops, that is the genetically modified crops. If the genetic material from the another species is added to the host, the resulting organism is transgenic. An organism that is generated through genetic engineering is considered to be a genetically modified organism or a GMO. So we have different lab testing things for insect resistance, cold resistance, as I was showing about it. So we can do this even through the genetic engineering. And then we can develop other varieties by which are salt resistance, which are metal resistance, that is salt tolerant or salt resistance, metal tolerant or metal resistance, because we were talking about the different stresses. The plants will undergo different stresses, and in the stressful environments which we are living, we are living in a stressful environment caused by us. So whatever it is, when we are living in such environments, we have to change our plant or see that the plant is adapted to this particular environment and grow and yield, and we can use the yield product. So because of that, we were talking about our industrialization or our revolution, where we are releasing so many metal ions into the earth, soil, water, as well as the air, and these are causing high accumulation of the different metals like mercury, cadmium, boron, manganese, and all these elements are causing plants to die. So we are trying to develop the plants which are resistant or tolerant to these metals or to the salt. So then next is, when we are to save our plants, we are using certain chemicals. So instead of using chemicals, if we have got the ability to develop a plant capable of itself not getting disturbed by the other weeds or other herbs, then those are the herbicide resistant plants. So how does, another most important aspect of biotechnology I want to discuss about is the nitrogen fixation in crops. How biotechnology is paving a way to a better crop, that is a better nitrogen fixing ability crop. So we know that nitrogen fixing crops are usually the symbiotic nitrogen fixing plants in the legumes, and the non-symbiotic fixing plants, the lower plants like azolla, nostoc, and we have even the free living things like the Klebsiella pneumonia. There are many lower plants and microbes capable of fixing nitrogen. We all know that the Earth's atmosphere consists around 78 to 79% of nitrogen, 21% of oxygen, and 0.03% of carbon dioxide. But this so-called nitrogen, which is present most abundant in our atmosphere, is not available to all the plants. Why? Because the N triple bond and nitrogen is a very inert gas, and it cannot be broken down easily. Because it is not broken down easily, it is only broken down by certain methods like the physical methods, and then with the help of the microbes, whether it is the symbiotic association or the asymbiotic association. And we all know that the food which we consume, whether everywhere across the globe, is mostly we eat more amount of cereals and less amount of other products. Like we eat more amount of cereals or millets, like whether it we take us on South India, we eat more amount of rice or rice related product, or East Asia like China or Korea and all, they eat more amount of rice noodles and rice related rice balls, or what do you call rice pasta. They eat all that stuff. But when you see the other western parts and all, they eat most of the wheat products. They eat all the breads, the buns, and the baguettes, whatever, and all those products which are made out of wheat. And sometimes they eat the many parts of the globe like Africa and all, they eat most of the millets. So what do? We eat most of our rice, and in that rice we put little of the curry or the vegetable as a side dish. So most of the dal, legumes, say we don't take the dal and put rice a few spoons and eat. We take the rice and we put a few spoons of dal and eat. So the staple food being rice, wheat, sorghum, millets, we eat in more quantities. And whereas the vegetables, pulses, greens, curries and dals made from all these which we eat in less quantities. So what are we trying to do is, what we want to do is, in the process of biotechnology, we should convert the staple food like maize, rice, wheat, barley, etc. to be able to fix nitrogen just like legumes. So when we are talking about crop improvement and biotechnology, the latest aspects which are not dealt, I've just given the aspects which we have already dealt, which are going on, and we have got the product like a tomato, the flavor saver tomato, or the BT cotton, BT brinjal, or the golden rice, all which are done. But the present research is going on other aspects of biotechnology, not only insect resistant, not only metal resistant, not only salt resistant, even drought resistant, even the ability of the plants to incorporate the genes capable of nitrogen fixing, just like the legumes. So what do the legumes do? How do the legumes fix nitrogen? They have their different methods to fix, whether it is by the symbiosis or by the asymbiosis. So we know that all this is done with the help of the most important enzyme, that is nitrogenase. So nitrogenase enzyme, which is just a representation of it, and the genes which are present in the nitrogenase enzymes are being studied. So the genes in the free living Klebsiella pneumoniae, as well as the symbiotic rhizobium and the bradyrhizobium species, that slow growing bradyrhizobium and the fast growing rhizobium species are being studied. So the studies of the genes in these microbes is a step for us to take to understand how can we transfer these genes into the other cereal plants. So we know that this nitrogenase consists of the iron molybdenum protein, and it has got iron molybdenum cofactor, where you have got different 21 genes, that the gene like J, H, D, K, T, Y, E, N, X, U, S, V, W, Z, M, F, L, A, B, Q. All these genes are they which encode for different aspects of the nitrogenase and pave a different way for the nitrogenase fixation by the microbes in association with the higher plants, that is the legumes. So this nitrogen fixing organism synthesize an enzyme called nitrogenase, which is a complex of oxygen sensitive molybdenum protein containing a number of novel metal centers that are required for binding of molecular nitrogen and its subsequent reduction to ammonia. So this genetic studies in nitrogen fixing organisms have identified a total of 20 genes called as NIF genes that are clustered in a 24 kilobase pair region of chromosome and required for the biosynthesis of nitrogenase and for the regulation of its synthesis. And we are using the same technique as genetic engineering to fix the nitrogen fixing genes from the legumes into the stable crops. This work is going on. And the nitrogen fixing genes are different types of genes have been isolated, like the NIF genes, which help in the nitrogen fixation, the NOD genes, which are capable of the nodulating genes, and the HSN genes, that is the host specific nodulation genes, and the HUB genes, that is the hydrogen uptake genes. So these are the different genes which are being studied. So the genes which the nitrogen fixing genes have been studied in the free living Klebsiella pneumoniae and the rhizobium and the bradyrhizobium. Whereas you know that the NOD genes and the host specific NOD and HUB genes are usually present in the symbiotic bacteria, that is the rhizobia and the bradyrhizobia. And we have a total of 21 genes, and different genes are performing different roles. And in that there are genes which are present on in the rhizobium in the plasmid, that is the plasmid capable of symbiosis called as the plasmids. All of us know that plasmids are the circular extra DNA which are present in the microbes, that is the bacteria especially. And then this, which is a prokaryotic cell. All the studies are being done so that these plasmids, which can be used as vectors for the incorporation of those genes into the higher eukaryotic plants. And we know that most of the legumes are the dicot plants, whereas the cereals which we are eating are the monocot plants. So the monocot dicot transformation also is going on. And then the 21 genes which are present, they are present in the in clusters or individually, like you have the HDK cluster, BNE cluster, AL cluster, which are performing different roles. And you have got different NOD genes like NOD A, NOD B, NOD C, and NOD D. And NOD D has got many parts like NOD D1, NOD D2, and these NOD D genes are the first form genes, and they will result in the formation of NOD A, NOD B, and NOD C. And when we are talking about the other genes, that is the host specific NOD genes, these genes are based on the nodulating systems. That is, there are different rhizobia affecting different types of plants, whether it is the leucine, that is alpha, whether it is or Medicago sativa, how you say, or whether it is affecting the soya beans, or whether it is affecting the Cajanus cajan or Cica aurantium. So based on that, we have the genes. And another important gene is the hub genes, which help in the hydrogenase uptake. And these hub genes, we have to see for that the hydrogenase activity. And then this hydrogenase is a complex enzyme which is consisting of 3 different parts. That is, you have got iron hydrogenase, iron nickel hydrogenase, and only iron hydrogenase. So these 3 different types of hydrogenase help in the uptake of the hydrogen, and they perform different they increase the assimilatory power. Whatever enzymatic reaction has to occur, they have to increase the assimilatory power. So when you know that basically enzymes all are these biocatalysts, where you have the simple enzymes like something like sucrase and all that, which is only proteinaceous. But then you have the enzymes like the nitrogenase, which is capable of nitrogen fixation, and hydrogenase, which is capable of hydrogen uptake, which are metalloenzymes. And then you have where metal is the important part of it. And then you have got the holoenzymes, which consists of the apoenzyme and the prosthetic group. You have the apoenzyme, which is the protein part, and the prosthetic group can either be a cofactor or a metal cofactor or a metal coenzyme. So when all these studies are being done, and then the scientists are filing many patents claiming for the transfer of the nitrogen fixing ability into the staple crops from the year 2013 onwards. A lot of research and lot of things have been done. So with the patents we are filing, we want to do the future research, maybe when we are going to get a rice crop capable of legume fixation, or a millet crop capable of legume fixation, that is a fixation which will act like a legume and fix nitrogen. So all these studies are being done to improve the crop. So the improvement of the crop, employing biotechnology in the form of genetic engineering or in the form of tissue culture to get a better crop for us who are living on a what we can say, a very different platform. We are living on a platform which is full of pollution, and we are living on a platform where we are having overpopulation. We are living in a platform where we used to suffer epidemics. You know, there was a time when we will only suffer epidemics, which used to be an outbreak in a particular area or a particular place. It would be restricted to a particular place. But now these days we are suffering from pandemics where the whole globe is being affected. So we should study for a better crop improvement, and all the students and all, after finishing your undergraduation and your post-graduation, you go for research where you are going to employ either the plant physiological aspects or the plant growth regulators. You know, we have different plant growth regulators which we are using for the improvement of crop. Right from, we can forget the classical hormones. We have the auxins, cytokinins, gibberellins, abscisic acid, but we have the new type of PGRs, which are 6th, 7th, 8th groups, like our brasinosteroids. We have compounds like salicylic acid. We have compounds like methyl jasmonates. There are some time when we use tricontanol. We have used different compounds, different secondary metabolites for the improvement of crop. So all these studies can be done by you students who are going to be the future researchers in this field. So in conclusion, biotechnology has showed a promising role in improvement of better crops for the benefit of mankind. And plant tissue culture is one of the best way to produce crops on a larger scale from the explants. And when biotechnologists achieve the transfer of nitrogen fixing ability in the staple crops, it will mark as one of the greatest landmarks in the history of biotechnology and crop improvement. We have seen so many good crop improvements, like we have seen our flavor saver tomato and all that, which we have shown BT cotton, BT brinjal. But when in the near future, maybe in another 10 years, if we get the cereal crop like rice with ability to fix nitrogen, or maize with the ability to fix nitrogen, or our millet crops, the Penicillium typhoideum, or our sorghum validae, capable of fixing nitrogen, then it will be marked as a good achievement in the history of mankind. Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your brief and much more information on the current trends of biotechnology, tissue culture, and the transgenic plants and all that, ma'am. Thank you very much. Sir, shall I propose vote of thanks, or anybody else to be invited?
Before going to conclude, please you ask any queries.
Yeah, if anyone has any questions, I can answer them.
Yeah.
So I kept at least 10 minutes for discussion. I don't know based on the timings, because we took the inaugural was so I just had to wind up little. I have a class at 2, so.
Okay, ma'am. Okay.
That's the reason. No. I'll answer a question. Why I didn't talk for more time is because I have a class at 2. I was already a scheduled class. So, but you can take 10 minutes to ask any questions. No problem. That's why I finished my explanation a bit early. I didn't think it will take so much time, Tirupati. I didn't know. So that's why. It's okay. I'm very happy to be over here. I'm very happy to be associated with all of you. Actually, my mother is an alumni of Reddy College, and I am an alumni of Begumpet Women's. I've done my undergraduation there. It's good that people from all over are here.
It's very nice.
Really nice.
It's very nice to hear that, ma'am. And sure, we are expecting, as per your convenience, we may expect you as one of the resource person for our college, Reddy Women's College. When everything pandemic ends, ma'am, please, you're most welcome to our college.
Sure. I'll definitely be there if anytime. Now you have my number. No, you can take it.
Yes,
and anyone has any questions regarding the presentation?
Participants, please, you can unmute yourself, and if you have any queries, please, ma'am is welcome for you all.
Okay, madam. Please you conclude the session. So nobody is ready to ask. So madam is a busy schedule. Kavita madam.
Yes, sir.
Please you conclude.
Okay, thank you very much. I take this privilege to propose a formal vote of thanks for this inaugural session of national level online competitive exam coaching for PG entrance and also all for the competitive exams. So first and the foremost, it's my heartfelt thanks for today's chief guest, Dr. K. Ramakrishna Garu, for accepting our invitation and to be here for the accepting our invitation as a chief guest to be here in this session. So thank you very much, sir. And I thank Professor B. Vidyavardhini madam, in spite of your busy schedule and all your classes and your work, accepting our invitation and being here as a keynote speaker on this session. I'm very much thankful you, ma'am. And next, I thank all the trio institution principals, Dr. M. Srinivas Reddy Garu, principal of Government Degree College, Jagityal, and Dr. J. Achita Devi ma'am, principal of RBVR Women's College, and Ramakrishna Garu, principal of SRR Degree College for Women, Degree College for Social Sciences and the Sciences. Thank you very much, sir, all the three principals of the trio institutions for constantly encouraging us and providing this opportunity to have this program to go on a successful manner. Thank you for your support. And I thank the conveners, Padala Tirupati sir and the Rajni ma'am of Reddy Women's College for taking this initiation to have this program on this online mode. Thank you very much, madam and sir. And I thank all the resource persons for accepting this event, and as the resource person on this online mode of extending your knowledge, as also one of my resource person, so extending your knowledge to the students, basically mainly from the rural areas, those who can uh, get the better opportunity of getting this opportunity of getting ranks and coaching from these eminent speakers. And I thank all the students who got registered for this session, so without whom the program cannot be success. And I wish and all the best to all the students for taking part in the session and make this program a grand success. Thank you very much. And I thank all the dignitaries, Harjot Kaur ma'am, IQAC coordinator, Masroor Sultana ma'am, Vice Principal, GDC College, and Chandraya Garu, Head Department of Botany, SRR College. And I'm sorry if anybody I have missed, but from my bottom of my heart, I thank everybody who have taken your more precious time to be here on this session. Thank you, one and all.
Okay, all of you, from the bottom of my heart, the collaboration with the prestigious colleges, all the coordinators and all the conveners of this wonderful program, we are wholeheartedly thankful to each and every delegates of our different states of our country, and also participants and respected resource persons. We are wholeheartedly thankful to you for your valuable time for success our forthcoming this wonderful program, and students may get benefited for their future. So we are in the part of the transfer or sharing of our knowledge regarding of our subject related knowledge to enhance, to enrich the subject, and not only in the part of getting the ranks of the universities, but also improve the immense knowledge related to our plant sciences. So that is our actual objective of this program. So that's why we are gathered over here and to transform our knowledge. So thanks to each and every resource persons. And also, and one more important, today's eminent keynote speaker, Professor B. Vidyavardhini Madam Garu, we are wholeheartedly thankful to you. Your busy schedule, you are giving a lot of time. So these 3 hours, more than 2.5 hours, you are here. So we are wholeheartedly thankful to you, Madam. Just a single message, you are responded positively and you are kind-hearted. We never, ever thankful to you, Madam. So your suggestions also needed for the improvement of and quality improvement of our plant related coaching center, and also plant related to our future classes also. Thank you very much. And also we are wholeheartedly thankful to these 3 colleges, principals and vice principals, IQAC coordinators, and respected senior faculty of all departments and department heads and faculty members and non-teaching staff of all the colleges. So we are wholeheartedly thankful to your kind support and encouragement. And also we are wholeheartedly thankful to the technical support, technical staff, that is the senior most computer science, Sankisha Satyam sir, and JKC mentor, TSKC mentor, Gollapelli Tirupati Garu, Gollapelli Tirupati. So both of they are my beloved brothers. We are wholeheartedly thankful to you. And lastly, we are going to conclude this platform has given by the Vijay Bhava Trust, Suryapeta district of our Telangana, Kodada. So we are very much thankful to you, Anna Garu, Charugundla Rajshekar Garu, Vijay Bhava Trust. So all the participants and respected members, we are requesting you, please subscribe Vijay Bhava V2 channel. And so during this from 1.5 years, they are giving the imparting of new knowledge and also the motivation to this pandemic situation. So the wonderful program, more than 1,500 programs are there in that Vijay Bhava V2 channel. So Charugundla Rajshekar sir is conducting this very important sessions. So that's why number of speakers, so national international speakers also there. So please you subscribe this channel, and we are wholeheartedly thankful to Charugundla Rajshekar Garu for giving me this your Zoom platform for making success our 45 days program. So thank you very much, and each and everyone, thanks a lot. So before going to with the permission of our respected madams and Vijay Bhava Trust, we are going to sum up the session. Annagaru. Annagaru.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Tirupati Garu, and all the participants and resource persons, University. Thank you very much, and all the best to all the students.
Okay, Annagaru ఏదైనా మాట్లాడండి అన్నగారు.
ఏమో మన ఛానల్ విజయ్ బావ V2 అనే ఛానల్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ చేసుకోండి. చాట్ బాక్స్ లో మీకు మెసేజ్
ఉన్నదండి. విజయ్ బావ
టచ్ చేస్తే ఛానల్ ఓపెన్ చేసుకొని డైరెక్ట్ గా సబ్స్క్రైబ్ బటన్, బెల్ బటన్ ప్రెస్ చేస్తే మీకు చాలా రకాల స్పీచెస్, మీకు ఇంటరాక్టివ్, మీకు ఉపయోగపడే టాపిక్స్ ఉంటాయి. ఒకసారి చూడండి, మీకు దానివల్ల నష్టమేం లేదు. జస్ట్ క్లిక్ అండ్ సబ్స్క్రైబ్ ద ఛానల్. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you, Annagaru. Please sum up the session.
Okay, thank you, sir. Should I leave, sir?
Madam Garu, thank you very much for your immense, your valuable time and wonderful organizing or coordinating this session. Thank you, Kavita Madam Garu.